It's Wednesday. Maybe I should put you on the show. We're live. I can't do it. It won't work. It's all connected up. Hey, good morning. It is Wednesday. It is 5 a.m. Mester Scrum just before the 6 o'clock bell kicks off, so we got within 5 a.m. We're kind of late because I woke up in the middle of the night. But anyway, this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and I got bubbles over here, so I'm looking at. And we talk about Agile Scrum in a tactical and practical way, and try to get you home to your family and friends at a decent time so that you can have some fun and enjoy your life and have a good work-life balance. But at the same time, we talk about a lot of stuff because if you do it, you get business value, and things will go. So it's Wednesday. Don't know if I have very much to talk about. Just one thing I observed the other day. Besides the fact, if you drink coffee every day and you don't drink it, you're going to get a headache around 8 o'clock at night. Check out last night. I forgot to drink any coffee, and I had a headache. Woke up in the middle of the night, a headache. Anyway, good today, though, because I had coffee beforehand. Anyway, so this episode 205, and one thing I noticed the other day, we're going to talk about one subject just because it's Wednesday and it's middle of the week. A lot of things going on. Don't know necessarily I'm going to share them on the show or not right now. But observation, safe. I like safe. I really think safe is better safe if you take safe and you combine it with Scrum at Scale, to be honest with you. If you take the Scrum at Scale class, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you had safe, you kind of know. If you combine the two, I think it would be a dynamite process. I think the two, that would take care of everything right there, how it's set up. And maybe we'll talk about Scrum and Scale at some point in time. I do believe I really do love Scrum and Scale, to be honest with you. I laughed and smiled the whole time I took the class. I was like, this is awesome. Problem with safe, though, I see a lot of people in corporate world going for the safe bet. I know they named it safe, but I think people play it safe and take safe on. I watch people how they lay out things and do stuff. And just recently, I think I've been complaining about it. Certain people in the organization that I'm working with, they're really complying the heck out of Scrum. They got paragraph numbers, reference points, definitions. I mean, it is the whole. I don't know if they're used the ITIL. They're really specking out Scrum. It's really sad. And when I see that, and I get managers, well, they know what they're doing. I'm like, oh my God, man, this ain't that complicated. But everything has to be identified and clarified and what it's going to be and all that kind of stuff. And there's some to it, I get it, but there's other one. But anyway, I see some people just rolling over backwards for whatever these consultants that come in and tell them how to do things. Just doing, sure, let's do it the way you do, without thinking any ramification how it affects the groups or teams. A real lack of knowledge of how big the systems are and what they're capable of doing and why. I'm going to give you one example, and then we're going to cut it short. We work in IT, right? Most of us do. And this show is also for non-IT. So it's a little bit of everything, but I'm just going to talk about the IT. I was around when the year 2000 kicked in, and everybody's worried about all the computer systems crashing because all the data only had 2 digits. We're going to the new century, yada, yada, yada. So now everything has 4 digits, right? So now per compliance, everything has that 4-digit year code. However, we work in IT. You're using a system like Jira. There is nothing that we do in software that's going to last 100 years. And if you even bothered to look at the code 100 years from now, I would call you a fool. So why? So this is where I'm getting at. So, I was talking about the name clarification, sprint naming, so they can have it. They want a 4-digit year. Why? Why do you need 4 digits? So this is when people tell me they get it and we should follow people. Stuff like that just drives me nuts. Software is burnt. If you have software that lasts more than 10 years, I'm shocked, right? Most software is done in 5 years. You're rewriting the software, rewriting the code. But even if I took 10 years, it would take 10 times 10 times 10 years for the software to last. The only software around here that I saw the other day that was lasting was apparently they updated the United States nuclear arsenal that used to run on 8-inch floppy disks. Yeah, 8-inch floppy disk. Bet you most of the kids nowadays don't. Well, what? What's a floppy disk? I mean, what's a floppy disk? Let me Google that. Google what a floppy disk. They don't know what a floppy disk is because the memory now gets onto these little tiny little cards. I probably have a floppy disk somewhere around here. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I think I throw most of them out, mostly because I can't read them anymore. But okay. So they're telling me we need to keep 4-digit year codes on the sprint names so that we can identify them. So I don't know, personally, I don't know where they're going to go identify them because there's thousands of teams. And I don't know how they can roll it up because they can't because they got systems all screwed up. Until they build a data lake, put some Oracle IB triple E on there or whatever, nothing, right? So crickets. Why do you need a 4-digit code? There's nothing we're going to do here that's going to last more than 10 years. It sure the hell ain't going to last 100 years. So they just think, we're in compliance. This is where people don't understand what compliance is. I get it if you need to worry about stock transaction, bank transactions, financial data, history, rankings, stuff that needs to be around for 100 years, like deed information. We need to know what year you got your deed, and you can't use a 2-digit thing because that'll just miss. So I get the deeds, I get the history, but not in a date thing for a sprint. Don't need it. Just tells me you don't have a clue about one, software, two, about software using, and anything else. So nothing. So I lose faith in you. So I want to rant. This whole show is a rant today. Anyway, I just think safe. Sometimes people do the real safe thing, and I'll do whatever the boss says or whatever the consultant who comes in and tell us how to run safe will do. And they play it safe because they don't understand a freaking damn thing. I said it, didn't I? Anyway, sorry. It's Wednesday. Those people really got to me the other day. Banged my head in the wall. My favorite part, though, which is I'm laughing. It's gonna be a laugh day. If somebody took this draft spec, handed it out to everybody, and said, "Go do it," I go, "Oh my God, it's a freaking draft. They're gonna change it tomorrow. Your whole team's gonna go revamp all their stuff for this draft, and they're gonna change it again. You're a nut." Anyway, hey, it's Wednesday. I figured I'd give you some fun stuff. It's like a Dilbert, Dilbert comic going on. Anyway, great day. Ring the bell. Remember, you don't need a 4-digit date code in your sprint titles or your release titles because nothing we should do should last more than 5 years. Really, I mean, this stuff revolutionizes itself pretty damn quickly, unless you need something like the IRS. But even that, it's like 7, 10 years, 20 years max, 25. At least my personal records, when I had to go work with kids, we only went back 25 years, 1975. It's still not 100 years. So I don't think they keep records so far that far. So have a great day. Enjoy your Wednesday. Happy scrumming. And keep up the good work. See ya. Bye.